Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blogging Theology. Today, I am delighted to talk to Dr. Abdullah Sweedy. You are most welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. It's very nice to be here.
Now, Dr. Abdullah Sweedy is a Swedish convert to Islam who holds a PhD in Islamic theology and is a specialist in topics related to atheism. He has been teaching in Al-Masjid al-Nabawi and the Islamic University in Medina, and has been active in teaching Islam in Sweden for over 15 years. And Dr. Abdullah has kindly agreed to give us an Islamic perspective on the problem of suffering. This is an issue that has come up in recent discussions on blogging theology and has been discussed by mankind since time immemorial anyway. So I'm just wondering, Dr. Abdullah, if you could perhaps tell us a bit about the history of the problem of suffering and evil, and when the theological and philosophical discussions about the subject started.
Yeah, thank you very much. What is called today the problem of suffering or evil, that some people think is really a problem, I think it's one of the most heated subjects in the atheist-theist debate. And I think there are many reasons for that. One of the reasons is that every human being that is like reflecting about his existence and so on is thinking about the suffering and evil in the world. So, and I think this is something that has been around for all of history. It's not only theists, it's like every reflecting person, atheist, theist, polytheist, monotheist, anyone are thinking about these issues. So I think it's something from human nature to think about these existential questions. And also we can see that the problem of evil, that they call it the problem of evil, is one of the most widespread arguments that atheists use against the belief in God. The American professor of philosophy, Michael Tooley, said that this is the central argument for atheism. And also another professor in philosophy, Ronald Nash, said that arguments appear and disappear about God's existence or against God's existence, but almost all philosophers that he knows believes that the most serious argument against God's existence is what they call the problem of evil. And I think that one of the reasons of that is that this is something that is close to every single person, that we can feel suffering in ourselves, or we can see people around us that suffer, or that we can just switch on television and we can see suffering. So it's something that is really close to people. When it comes to some arguments that atheists use, or some things that atheists talk about, like say like Lawrence Krauss is speaking about a universe from nothing, talking about quantum mechanics and cosmology and so on. Most people doesn't really understand these things. So it's kind of a non-issue for people. When it comes to the problem of suffering, it's something that is close to all of us and something that people really reflect upon. So this is a very important topic to tackle and to speak about. And this is something that philosophers and theologians has been speaking about since way back. We can find that this is one of the most debated topics today. There's a bibliography called Theodicy, an annotated bibliography on the problem of evil, 1960 to 1990. The author mentions thousands of books and articles about these issues from theists and atheists when they refute each other and so on. So when some people come and say, like, they come with this argument and they think it's like a knockdown argument, like this is the first time that they propose this argument against the believers and so on, it's something that's been debated for thousands of years, the thing of suffering and evil, and it's been like hundreds or thousands of articles and books has been written about this issue, so it's not something new. And I think that the defenses against this problem are really, really strong, and inshallah ta'ala we will speak about that later today, inshallah.